Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy Fallen here for Sputnik Entertainment. And as you guys know, we have taken a look at a bunch of different online selling platforms over the past month. We have taken a look at platforms like Bonanza, Mercari, Poshmark. We have taken a look at some very strange ones. And one of the biggest questions that I oftentimes get is what if you do not want to sell your own personal things? How do you go about finding things to sell? And there's a couple different ways of doing that. And one of the best ways I have discovered over the years is liquidation sites and liquidation companies. Now, I have sold hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of products over the years. Now, have I made hundreds of thousands of dollars from it? No, I did not, but I made some pretty good money. And while I was very active in the space, liquidation sites and organizations have been a very good friend and a resource to use. So, what is a liquidation site? Oftentimes, it's either returns into big box stores, or there could be police seizures, or law enforcement seizures, or it could be a business that has been filed for bankruptcy or just going out of business, and they're trying to sell things in large quantities. And oftentimes, you can get things for between 70 to 90% off of MSRP, which is the retail price. Now, are you going to be able to kind of sell it for close to retail price? No, you most likely you're not, because oftentimes, like I mentioned to you, they might be returns. So a return item or an open box item, of course, is not going to be worth as much as a brand new item, but it is a great resource for you to start buying things and start building your capital so you can make bigger and bigger purchases and move your business from there. And liquidation.com has been a great tool to source those inventories, for at least for me, and this is why I decided to take a look at it with you guys today. So when you sign up for a liquidation.com account, this is the dashboard you're greeted with. And on top, you can see that there is a couple different categories out there. The first one we see is clothing and accessories. We have men's, women's, children's, shoes, accessories, lingerie, uniforms, and other clothing and mixed lots. There's a jewelry section, consumer electronics, computers, houseware and lighting, general, and tools and machinery. Now, this is where it depends on you and what kind of things you like to sell. Some people like to sell clothes. Some people like to sell jewelry. Some people like to sell household items or a car or appliance stuff. I try to stick things that are electronics. I understand electronics. I understand what are the popular brands, and I understand what brands do well. I've been in the tech space a very long time. So, but if you throw me into jewelry or accessories or clothing, I'm going to be like fish out of the water. I have no idea what I'm doing. So, also on liquidation.com, we have a couple subsections on the bottom. And one of the first ones is you see closing soon. So, you see some lots and sales that are ending in the near future. And you can see what is happening, when they're ending, and what is the price. So let's pull up a random lot. So we have a lot of 25 Xbox One wireless controllers, Midnight Forces gaming controllers. So it closed at $525 US for 25 controllers. But keep in mind, these are returns. So you have an idea where they're based in. They're based in Wisconsin. I'm still horrible with understanding abbreviations, even though I deal with shipping oftentimes. You can see how many views the listing has, how many bids, a number of bidders, and numbers of watchers. So under conditions, once again, if it's a brand new lot of stuff, it would say new. It could be return, it could be refurbished, etc. And it can tell you also a total weight of the lot, and then how many items are there, and the auction style. So once again, this was sold for $525 a few minutes ago, and it has a little description. Who is it being sold by? Microsoft Xbox One wireless gaming controllers, video games, special edition Midnight Forces. Units are customer returns that are untested and uninspected. No packaging or accessories are included. Stock photos are for display purposes only and not actual items included in this lot. Then in addition, you have shipping details. So the total weight, and then the shipping price and who is it being shipped by. It's being shipped in the United States, and if there's any special terms associated with it. Oftentimes you can also see a manifest, but this case, it's going to be a very short manifest. It's only Xbox One controllers. 25 of them, and retail price of $64.99. Now, what would I say about this listing? Um, is it worth buying it for $525? If you own a brick and mortar store, if you own a very popular e-commerce store, it's definitely worth it, because keep in mind, this is 25 units that are $70 each. Yes, it is, because it's definitely worth it. You're going to make some money on it. Now, are you going to make like close to MSRP price? No, but you're going to make close to 75% of MSRP if all of these controllers work. But as you can see, what is listed in the description is that they are untested. So you're taking a bit of a gamble. So you have to keep a lot of things in mind if you do consider buying from a liquidation website, such as how much is going to be the total purchase price between the liquidation.com fee, your shipping fee, the taxes that might be going into effect, etc. What will be your final closing cost? In addition, if you have to store it in a warehouse, or if you have to store it in a facility, etc., how much is that going to cost you? Even if you already have a warehouse or a storage unit, it's going to cost you something. Even though you might be paying the price for it, you're still incurring an expense, because it's tying up space that could be used by something else. And lastly, you have to think about shipping fees when you resell this item, if you plan on selling it online, and then also selling platform fees. Pretty much any platform has fees from anywhere between 3 to 25%. Smaller and more unknown platforms might have a lower fee, just because they're trying to get a lot of sellers on it. Or if they have a yearly membership fee or a monthly membership fee, that decreases it. On more established platforms like Amazon, eBay, Mercari, etc., you're looking anywhere between 10 and 20% per sale that you're taking away from it. So let's take a look at some more lots. So they also have, like I said, very specific lots, and there's some unknown lots, which I'll get into. So let's take a look at mobile devices, which is cell phones, pretty much. That is the fancy way of saying it. So right now, we are going to be taking a look at 165 Motorola Droid Razr LG. Smartphone and more. So they're saying this retail price is $68,985. And you're going to say, oh my God, if I buy this right now, I'm going to make $68,000 or close to $69,000. Don't get too excited. Keep in mind, these are listed as returns. If once again, we're taking a look at condition. It's being shipped from Bourne, Texas. It's being sold by Mex 17. 225 views, 34 bids, 8 bidders being involved. And actually, you can take a look at the history of the bids, how it started out, and how it has gone to $310. In addition, you can see how many quantities it's matching up, 165, 165. The buyer's premium and auction type is standard. And then you have a full breakdown of how much of each item are there. So we have 46 Motorola Droid Razrs. We have 18 Motorola Moto Gs. We have 16 LG Optimus 2s, etc., etc. You guys get the idea. And they have mixed carriers, AT&T, Verizon, Unlocked, etc. This auction is starting with no minimum. Get it while it's low. None of these items have been inspected. Units have made user locks. Yeah. I mean, locked phones and locked units still sell, but it definitely cuts into the profit margins very much. No other guarantees, warranties offered. Devices are sold as is stock picks. Devices require some degree of repair or refurbish, including the repair of screens. Yeah, so they're trying to cover up everything. Last auction of 165 units of smartphones sold for $3,382. And they don't say what kind of phones, but they just say 165 phones just to kind of get people hyped up that they're getting a good deal. And if we take a look at the manifest, they have a very generic breakdown: retail price, retail price, retail price. Yeah. So, what do I think about this listing? It's definitely a nice listing, but to give you a better idea, let's take a look at one of these phones and how much are they going for. So we're going to pull up one of these phones. So it's a Motorola Droid Razr, which is a brand new phone that has came out. If I think it is the new phone, unless are we talking about a phone that is close to decade old? I mean, I don't know. I really hope it's going to be the newer version of the phone. There's all sorts of razors out there. They're not being very specific. So let's pull up another phone to give us an idea. Motorola Moto G, which is, I believe, a newer Android phone. Sadly, yours truly is an iPhone phone user lately. So as we see, Motorola Moto G is going for about 200, let's say $50, brand new. So let's take a look at how much it's going for used. And that is going to give us an idea how much money we can actually make from it. And we're having all sorts of ranges from $99 to $130, $140 for a used version of this phone. So you can start adding up how much can you actually bid on this lot for. So let's say that we want to put in an offer for $440, and we'll click on, because right now the current bid is $420, minimum bid is $430, so actually we're going to change that to $430, and it's going to redirect us to a screen, and it's going to give us our address, and to make sure that it can be delivered into this area, and we're going to put an offer of $430, and we're going to say confirm. And let's see if we're going to get the top. Oh, we have already been outbid. So you can actually put in your maximum price that you're willing to bid for. So it automatically starts populating your price if it's within your maximum price range, if someone starts outbidding you. So let's say we want to put in $470. That's going to be our max. I mean, think about it. It's $69,470. That's not bad. Oh, someone has already outbid us to $490. Now, this is part of the game, is that you're trying to drive up the price and get rid of the competition, because you don't want people making money. You don't want other sellers making money. This is not like a charity thing that you want everyone to make as much money as possible. Now, I will probably cap myself at $550 for something that is worth $69,000. Especially for the example of this video. I haven't had a chance to fully research this, but yes, Motorola Droid Razr, LG smartphones, and more. $69,000. Right now, I'm the highest bidder at $550. Actually, my maximum bid is $550. I'm at $525 right now, which gives you an idea. This is a 99% savings. Of course, they're not going to tell you it's 99.985 whatever percent savings it is, if it's a decimal thing. And if you click on your account, you can take a look at all the different listings you're currently participating in. So I'm winning 2 different listings right now, which is the 165 cell phones for $525 and 260 laptops that I have a bid on for $1,250, which has a retail value of $123,500. Now, I crunched some numbers and I already have a number in my head that I'm capping myself at. If it gets too much, I just do not want to deal with it. I have also bid on this 4 MacBook lot. I've been outbid for $775. That makes me a little bit sad. But we're going to drive up the price a little bit, because if you think about it, $800 for 4 Mac computers, it's not bad. You're averaging $200 per computer, which is not a bad price. So we're going to cap ourselves at $800, and let's see what happens. Oh, we've been outbid $825, but at least we cost someone $50. It's the $50 of profit that they're not going to be seeing. Now, am I a little bit happy? I don't know. It's a weird game. When it comes to online bidding and buying for the highest price or bidding up the price for someone else, it's like Vegas. It makes you, it's a gamble because it's like maybe you're gonna be the top person, maybe someone else is going to outbid you, but at the end of the day, you're going to cost them money by driving up the price. But keep in mind, you don't want to put up some ridiculous number if you decide to do this, because you are technically in contract with liquidation.com that if you are the winner at the end of the day, that you're responsible for the purchase. So let's say I put in $1,000, and for some reason nobody outbids me at $1,000, and the time expires, I am technically in a legal contract with liquidation.com. Now, are they going to sue me? Are they going to come after me? Probably not. But there's a good chance that they can permanently ban me from their website, that I can no longer use their services. And I don't want to do that. It could impact my reputation on the site. It could impact all sorts of business that might happen in the future. And I don't want to do that. It's not like I'm just driving up the price with no intentions of paying. For example, with this auction, I had full intentions of buying it when I started at, I believe, about $400. So actually, if we take a look at it, I came in at $370, and we're at a much higher price right now. We are at what? Okay. We're at 800. So I came out at 300. We have had a bidding war happening all the way to $800. That is craziness. And I'm still going for it. I need to put in one more bid. Come on. I want these computers. These are going to be great computers to have. Okay, $850. Let's go. Yes, we are the top bidders right now. $850 for $13,000 worth of computers. You can't go wrong with that. If you're thinking about it, like I said, it's still divided by 4, a little bit over $200 per computer, especially for a Mac, an iMac, which are fully upgradable, etc. The one bad thing is that oftentimes you do not get full information on the listings. For example, I do not know the specific information. What kind of processor do they have? What kind of memory, etc., that you might have with a traditional listing site like eBay, Amazon, etc., that are oftentimes are very specific of what are you getting. Now, I just want to take a look at one more thing before we wrap up this very, very long video, which is general lots. So general lots are kind of like a mystery box that you could be buying. And you don't know what it could be in it. It could be a full loss, or it could be a major, major win. And if you look up on YouTube, you see all sorts of videos of people buying a lots, and then they're kind of calculating, are they in the profit, or they're going to break even, or what is going to happen. So here's a great example of one. 2 pallets of general merchandise. What is general merchandise? There's not going to be a manifesto of what all the products are included, but we know it's 412 pounds of stuff. Now, there is a couple pictures that if you pull in full detective mode, you might get an idea of what you're buying. That it looks like a rubber, not a rubber ducky, but looks like a chicken. A lot of children's toys. Definitely a lot of children's toys. But it's going for $400. And another part of it, it does not tell you how much this lot is worth retail price. It could be worth $100. Well, it's not going to be worth $100. Or it could be worth, like, let's say $6,000, $7,000, $10,000, $12,000. These lots are a full gamble. And if you want to just throw some money into it and in a way in hopes of making some money, but it's like lottery. You can make some money, or you could lose some money, or you could even just break even. So let me know, guys, what do you think about auction websites and liquidation websites in general? Was this video kind of helpful for you at all? If you guys want me to take a look at some other liquidation websites and dive into the business of online liquidation in more detail and with a little bit more explanation, I would love to do that in a future video. But it's a wrap for today, guys. Let me know if you are making money selling online. And please, please, please be careful before you buy one of these online YouTube ad guru courses. Because keep in mind that money that you're spending on a course can be pretty much looked up on YouTube online for free, and you can put that money towards your business, not into some dude's pocket to spend on renting private jets. So firing some shots in the video, but I just hate how slimy and manipulative a lot of these gurus are, especially when a lot of people are facing financial hardships with everything going on. Anyways, if there's something future you want us to talk about, leave a comment or let us know on social. We have tons of content in the works. I know I promised you guys that I would have a webcam video starting this week. Yes, it's coming. I just want to make sure that everything is hunky-dory when it comes to that. But I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.